Hello learners. In this lecture we will see what is the concept of mixed design. So far we have understood, but still we'll try to see from the textbook point of view. So one of the ultimate aims of studying the various properties of the materials of a concrete, the plastic concrete and the hardened concrete, is to enable a concrete technologist to design a concrete mix for a particular strength and the durability, right? Whenever we try to prepare a mixed design, let us say M20, M25, M30, 40 grade of concrete, our main intention is to get that final strength and also from durability point of view. Mixed design can be defined as a process of selecting suitable ingredients of concrete and determining their relative proportions with the object of producing concrete of certain minimum strength and durability as economical as possible. As far as possible, we want strength also, durability. At the same time, it has to be economical also. The design of concrete mix is a critical task as it depends on widely varying properties of the available constituent material, the prevailing site condition, and the required quality of a concrete for a particular work, right? So it all depends on what kind of cement you're using, what kind of sand you're using, what kind of coarse aggregate you're using, and where exactly you're doing the construction, right? As I mentioned, whatever construction you're doing in Bangalore, and whatever mixed design you're prepared to that particular site, when you go to the some other part, again there the mixed design is going to change because based on the sand what you get there, based on the coarse aggregate what you get there, it's a complete different thing. So that is what you mean by here, that is available constituent material, the prevailing site conditions, the required quality of a concrete for a particular work, right? If you're doing a very good what you call important building, there the quality of your concrete should be good. But if it is a small construction and all, there we don't give so much importance for the concreting work. So this is how it is all about. And the last point is, design of concrete mix requires complete knowledge of the properties of ingredients and working experience with the concreting operations, as I shown you in the previous lecture, uh, about those people who are having a lot of experience in this particular field. And also you need to understand in the properties of the ingredients like the sand, right? In sand also we have different sand. Nowadays we are making use of manufactured sand, then we are having a river sand, and also coarse aggregate water, the quality of water also we need to take into consideration. The types of cement you are going to use, we have different types of cement. We have understood what is ordinary Portland cement, PPC cement, then we have low heat cement and all, right? So this is all about the concept of mixed design. You can see it here also. These are the different grade of concrete. Anyhow, we'll try to understand this in the next lecture, but to get a small idea, the we have already seen M stand for mix and phi is the characteristic compressive strength. Suppose if I want to prepare M5, usually M5 we don't use nowadays. Either we normally for the PCC we try to go with M7.5 or M10. Suppose if I want to prepare M10 grade of concrete, then this is a ratio that I need to follow. That is 1 is to 3 is to 6. Whereas one part of cement, I need to take 3 part of fine aggregate and 6 part of coarse aggregate. Similarly, if I want to prepare M15, this is a ratio what I need to take. Similarly, if I want to take M20, this is a ratio I need to follow. If it is M25, then I need to follow this ratio. That is 1 is to 1 is to 2. Right? These are the different ratios what we have. And based on this, we try to prepare the mixed design. Yeah. Now coming to the objectives of the mixed design. First objective is to achieve the stipulated minimum strength and durability. The second objective is to make the concrete in the most economical manner. The mixed concrete is designed keeping in mind the site exposure conditions. As I mentioned, we have mild, severe and all. The concrete mix design is prepared as per standard of supervision available at the site work to achieve the minimum strength and durability. And the last is the concrete mix design is prepared to arrive at the value of standard deviation of variation to be used in the mixed design. We'll try to see what is standard deviation and all in the upcoming lecture. So this is a objectives of a mixed design. Now, what are the factors that you need to consider for the mixed design? First is the characteristic strength requirement of the concrete, like what exactly you want to prepare, M35, M40, M45, M50, M60, M70, what grade of concrete you want to prepare. The type of cement influences the rate of development of the compressive strength of the concrete, right? If you're using this fly ash and all, slag based cement and all, right, in the concrete, then the strength, initial strength you're not going to gain there. But if it is ordinary Portland cement and all, the quick strength you're going to get if you go for rapid hardening cement, extra rapid hardening cement and all. But when you go for this pozzolana based cements and all, initial gain of strength won't be there. After 7 or let us say 10 days, that strength gain is going to happen. Next is maximum size of aggregates to be used in the concrete may be large as possible within the limits prescribed by IS 456 2000. Also, we need to understand about the aggregates, what we need to use. Maximum, when we go for the RCC construction, 20 mm size is the maximum size what we use for the construction, right? Next is the cement content is to be limited from shrinkage, cracking, and creep point of view. Um, and also how much cement you have to use, minimum and maximum, that is given in Indian Standard Code book. We'll also try to see that. Then the workability of a concrete for the satisfactory placing and compaction is related to the size and shape of a section, quantity and spacing of reinforcement, and technique used for the transportation, placing, and compaction. And also, once you prepare the concrete mix design, finally we need to check the workability also. That means how much workable is my concrete, whether I can place that concrete in the site. Whether, suppose if I prepare a concrete mix design, tomorrow when I start to pour the concrete in the slab, it should be flowable in nature, right? It should flow on its own. It should not segregate and all. So all these things comes into play for us, because only preparing a concrete mix design will not help you. Along with, once you prepare that, from application point of view also we need to check whether my concrete is workable, whether the segregation is happening or not. I mean, segregation should not happen, right? Whether it is durable and all, not, we need to check all those things. Yeah. Now coming to the type of mixes, we have actually two type of mixes. One we call it as nominal mix. Sometimes they have certain standard, so we call them as standard mixes. And the second one is called as design mixes. So when we speak of nominal mixes, we have this M5, M10, M15, M20, even M25 also. You can write it here. Okay, let me do that. We'll not write M25 in this design. Okay, we'll keep M25 in design also, and here also you can write M25. M25. Yeah. So nominal mixes are sometimes called as standard mixes because here the ratios are fixed. We saw for M15 it has to be 1 is to 2 is to 4. For M20 it has to be 1 is to 1.5 is to 3. So here the ratios are fixed. So we call that as standard mixes. When it comes to design mixes, we'll try to design the mix. We are not going to take any fixed values for the cement, the sand and all. As we saw there, we try to make use of this code book, and we ourselves will try to mix design. Let us say M25 we have in the code book, that is 1 is to 1 is to 2, but most of the time we actually try to go for mixed design only for M25. And beyond M25 we don't have any ready-made values like we have for M10, M15 and all. We have to go for mixed design only, up to even M100, M70. If you want to high performance concrete and all, then you have to do the mixed design, right? So this is all about the different type of mixes. So if they ask you what are the type of mixes, we have nominal mixes, which is also called as standard mixes. Then we have design mixes. Under the nominal mixes we have all these things. And under the design mixes, whatever is beyond M25 grade of concrete, everything is design mix, because we don't have any specific value for that. We ourselves have to design that. When it comes to nominal mixes, here we have ready-made ratios for that. We use that and we try to do that. And this M5 usually we don't use. We have M7.5 and we have M10. So the 7.5, 10 and M15 what we have, these three grades usually we use for PCC work, or let us say for inferior kind of work, where suppose if you want to give a uniform surface, let us, we'll say no bed concrete we need to put. So in that case we try to go with this kind of, with this grade of concrete. But when we put the real RCC structures and all, let us the footing, the column and all, then minimum we have to use M20 grade of concrete, right? So this was all about the type of mixes and all. So in the next lecture, we'll try to see the difference between the nominal mix and design mix, how it is practically done, what all things that we need to consider and all. Those things we'll try to take in the next class. So I hope this is understood up to here. We'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.